Hello teacher and classmates. In this video we are going to talk to you about the main aspects about the proposed gastronomy route of the select destination. First, we are going to analyze Pertur and the main elements of present sustainable gastronomy and relevant data for our destination. Okay, we have the community rural tourism strategy where the tourist activity in the rural areas is mentioned in a planned and sustainable way with the participation of organization local population benefits from the benefited cultural benefiting the city benefit from the city. Means the development of the basis of three important lines of action that seek. In this case of Tambopata, present tourist product considered sustainable, competitive, and authentic. Some examples of destination are Corredor Turístico Tambopata and Posada Amazonas. According to the Pertur, we identify four pillars. In the first pillar is the diversification and consolidation of markets. It mentions important ideas like the sustained ground of domestic tourism must be maintained, based on the seasonal adjustment and certification of the destination. The second pillar is diversification and consolidation of the offer. The third pillar is tourist facilitation. It mentions ideas like promotion of connectivity and investment in tourism. And fourth pillar is institutionality of the sector. It mentions important ideas like create synergies that promote the best use of promotional resource through cooperation agreements with one or more companies that facilitate tourism service. Some indicators of these pillars are determine the ground of demand, especially of priority segment, as well as the impact of strategies used by Peru in the market of interest. Other is establish the number of gastronomy tourism products development and offered, improvement of international air connectivity, and the last is improve the perception of visitors in tourist destinations.
Let's talk about sustainable aspects of the gastronomy route in Tambopata. So first of all, let's look at our benchmark that is going to be Sniffleness Peninsula, that is certified as a sustainable destination on 2015 by the AirCheck, and it also has a gold certification. And also, it's good to know that Iceland is an international leader in the development and promotion of sustainable tourism. So, what Tambopata does? This destination is one of the first natural tourist place where tourists usually go on the Amazon, and also the sustainable offer that they give is implemented through global criteria and indicators in the protected natural area, and also it's home of more than 5,000 species between flora and fauna. Let's start with our examples, like efforts on the lodge, what they do on the different accommodations on Tambopata. So they reduce water every day, and also by reducing towels. They also encourage guests to recycle, reuse like bottles to fill water while they hiking, and also using eco products like soap or shampoo or even clothes. And also they implement solar panels to reduce and use sustainable energy. And also because they are staying in the Amazon, in the heart of this place, they also in automatic way they decrease the carbon footprint.
A sustainable aspect that is related to gastronomy is our proposed route is the native customs and their gastronomy relationship. We can mention the welcome custom, which is talking, for example, masato is a fermentation of yuca. It's a gastronomy drink of Tambopata. Another important aspect that mentioned gastronomically is the use of inputs that are used in the preparation of the dishes as a medium for their cloth. For example, is in the case of achote, and the representation of the link with the culture and their and that they pose. These native communities take advantage of what their ecosystem give. For example, some gastronomic products, for example, yuca, palometa fish, taricaya eggs. In addition, our route is considered a sustainable proposal because the community makes itself known and receives incomes with the support of the local governments and the tourist centers.
Continuing, we'll talk about the reforestation. The Tambopata National Reserve, the object was to general conservation process with a population of the protected natural area. In the order to natural resources, sustainable way to promote regional development. Tambopata has to also participate in different actions protecting a reform lake in declaring Gian to river to other life, employing the local people for the who will oversight make a living from unsustainable activities such as deforestation and hunting and mining coal. Then the agriculture, Tambopata has also worked on the most sustainable activities in the region. That sheds nutrients. This type to agriculture cannot done from the protection of the mature trees in the forest. Sustainable agriculture requires the global government system and promote the food security in the trade regional and the polite resilience the agricultures will be promised to regional agriculture markets.
The objective in Tambopata is to promote the practice of living habits that are more respectful with the environment and with local tradition. For example, this practice involves the produce, cooking, consuming food responsible, respecting the tradition. For example, gastronomy is very way we think is typical dishes. For example, the patarasca, fane, tacacho, or cecina. For example, is the traditional drinks. We have, for example, is the warapo. Other is the chapo. The other is more important representative drinks along with the masato that is made from fermenting the yuca. Another part that is sustainable are also activities. For example, such as fishing, but is a traditional what with canes, where visitors prepare their lunch outdoors with they fish, and the drugs love the attention to tourists.